Guten Abend und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Runde World of Warships im berühmten mitteldeutschen Meer mit dem berühmten mitteldeutschen englischen Schlachtschiff Iron Duke. Weiß nicht, ob ich das jetzt spielen soll oder nicht. Ich meine, ich bin ja gerade dabei, das mehr oder weniger zu leveln, damit wir bald die Queen Elizabeth haben, wobei bald 11.000 Punkte sind. Das ist gar nicht so weit weg. Stimmt, genau. Ich hatte gerade eben gefragt, warum Leo denn noch nicht da sei. Da hat Avi ja ganz richtig gesagt, der muss dienstags ja immer lange arbeiten. Klar. Logisch. Weiß nicht, Avia, wollen wir Stufe 5 fahren? Dann level ich meinen Iron Duke weiter und dann haben wir bald. Oh cool, das ging aber schnell. Dann habe ich nämlich bald die Queen Elizabeth zusammen. Geld dafür habe ich definitiv. 18 Millionen dürften wohl reichen. Gut, ich würde sagen, dann starten wir einfach ins Gefecht, oder? Jo, auf geht's. Ist das ein neues Bild? Oh, scheiße. Das ist Koop. Oh, nein. Fuck. Gibt schon wieder keine scheiß EP für das Match. Oder nur sehr wenig. Sorry, Mann. Koop gibt's halt deutlich weniger Erfahrung als im normalen Gefecht. Boah, voll gefällt. Okay. Aber er sagt, er hat bald, also was heißt bald? In 4 Wochen ungefähr wahrscheinlich ein neues Mikrofon. Hm. Da dürfen wir mal gespannt sein. Solange muss ich mich mit meinen eigenen Unzulänglichkeiten aber rumschlagen. Also herrscht da eigentlich kein Notstand, sag ich mal. Aber wenn mir alles problemlos laufen würde, dann das Gefühl, wir benutzen dasselbe Nebelhorn, was? Falls es zwischendurch im Stream knuspert, tut mir das leid, ich hatte einen anstrengenden Tag und mampft gerade Nervennahrung. Ja, wir gehen Aufer. Ja, natürlich. Von dieser Kartenseite ist es recht schlau, A anzugreifen. Das wäre jetzt allerdings in, sag ich mal, einem Normalspielszenario so, dass man da besonders drauf achten müsste. Ich glaube, hier ist es relativ egal. Macht doch sowieso jeder, was er will. Jo, die fand ich auch Hotneck. Ich glaube, das klingt lächerlich. Na, das sieht doch gar nicht so scheiße aus. Ha? Da trifft doch was von. Ach, leck mich. Oh, Clemson. Ja, okay, die ist ein bisschen dringlicher. Clemson hatte ich, glaube ich, mal gesagt, lange Zeit der stärkste Zerstörer auf Stufe 4. Auch finde ich immer noch ein sehr, sehr, sehr gefährliches Schiff. Jo, der wurde vom Flugzeugtorpedo erwischt. Können wir ihn unterstützen? Ja, können wir. Nicht mit derselben Feuerkraft, aber immerhin. Irgendwas muss man ja machen. Er schafft es aber noch. Super gemacht. Auch Hotnik ist auch weg. Allerdings auch unsere... Was? Nee, warte, wir hatten auch noch Hotnik. Oh gut, die Hotniks haben sich gegenseitig rausgenommen. Es ist komplett gespiegelt? Tatsächlich. Ich werde bekloppt. Der hat da so einen Wassereinbruch. Ja, das ist natürlich ärgerlich. Dafür schieße ich ihm jetzt seine Verteidigung ein. Die Iron Duke vom Gegnerteam ist natürlich auch hier. New York ist eher mittig. Avia macht alles richtig. Ui, Avia hat fett getroffen, wie es aussieht. Dann versuche ich mal meinen Counterpart anzuzünden, ne? Wozu soll ich denn sonst gut sein? Es gelingt mir auf Anhieb. Hoch lebe die britische Kanone. So, laden wir mal AP für den Spinner. Magst du New York, weil du damit ja fette Treffer machst, oder was? Hm. Ja, ich weiß nicht. Ja, das ist Meinung. Das ist einfach die Meinung. Ich finde es also mit den aktuellen Konkurrenten auf der Stufe ist die New York ein bisschen, finde ich, unten drunter. Also sie ist kein komplett schlechtes Schiff, das wäre falsch, das zu sagen. Aber inzwischen gibt es halt jede Menge eigentlich stärkere Konkurrenz. Ich finde zum Beispiel Iron Duke eindeutig stärker, besser gepanzert, bessere Kanonen. Aber es ist halt reine Geschmackssache. Ich meine, die Iron Duke mag ich auch nicht, so. Alter, lassen sich unsere Leute da in der Mitte zerlegen. Na gut, 3 Schlachtschiffe. Moin Tommy. Wie gesagt, wenn es in der Leitung knistert, dann liegt das nicht an euren Kopfhörern, sondern daran, dass ich gerade Nervennahrung in mich reinschaufel, weil der Tag heute ein bisschen anstrengend war. Ich glaube, es kennen einige Leute so nach dem Essen nochmal irgendwie eine Ladung Knusperzeug in sich reinschieben, damit man irgendwie auf den Tag klarkommt, den man gerade durch hat. Nicht zu sagen, es war kein schlechter Tag so. Um ehrlich zu sein, war es wirklich kein schlechter Tag. Ja, es war nur ein unheimlich schlauchiger. Also einer, wo man hinterher rausgeht und so denkt so, boah, eigentlich habe ich keinen Bock auf niemanden, ey. So. Und also die Phase habe ich schon hinter mir. So, keine Sorge, ich habe echt Lust auf euch. Ähm, Ich muss nur nachher früher aufhören, weil ich noch ein bisschen was tun muss für morgen. Und deswegen wird es heute ein bisschen verkürzt stattfinden alles. Und ich brauche einfach irgendwas zwischen den Zähnen die ganze Zeit gerade. Mal gucken. Das sieht doch aus wie anständig. Jo. Ach, die steht doch im Feuer. Na, fange ich den einen noch auf? Nö. Obwohl mir manche Leute sowas wahrscheinlich gewünscht hätten. Ich habe nicht eine Schramme. So, unsere Hosche jagt jetzt die feindliche Hosche. Hm. Wir dürfen gespannt sein, ob sich die feindliche Hosche noch in unserer Reichweite befindet. Nein, tut sie nicht. Aber für die feindliche Chizuchi wie viel Reichweite ich habe. Ich habe das Reichweiten-Upgrade nicht drin auf diesem Schiff. Ich habe 15,3 Kilometer Reichweite. Das ist nicht wirklich weit. Mit oder ohne Reichweiten-Upgrade? 16,5. Der ist tatsächlich nach vorne gefahren. Das hätte ich nicht erwartet. Ja, Crossdrop erwischt ihn halt. Na, der ist gleich hinüber. Ach, spätestens wenn das trifft, wenn es trifft. Ach, leck mich. 700 Leben, das kann doch nicht wahr sein. Wollte gerade sagen, kommt niemand vorher an? Das wäre echt überraschend gewesen. Yay, 1000 Erfahrungen mit den ganzen schönen teuren Erfahrungsboni. Super. Voll verkackt, echt. Das hätten locker 4000 EP sein können. Okay, also erstmal hier das Ding wieder umstellen auf Zufallsgefechte. So, und dann darf Avia gerne eine Stufe aussuchen. Sofern er denn Lust darauf hat. Stufe 5, sagt er wieder. Okay. Einverstanden. Dann nehme ich nämlich wieder die Iron Duke. Versuche ein bisschen die Erfahrung wieder reinzuholen, die ich gerade eben verloren habe jetzt. Guck gerade mal noch, ob ich Erfahrungsfahren da drauf habe. Kapitänsfahren sind schon praktisch, aber naja. Ja, das muss so gehen. Dann mal auf ins Gefecht. Erdnussflips. Da stand ich gestern vor einem Regal, wo die drinnen standen. So zufällig, zwischen lauter irgendwelchen random Süßigkeiten, nichts zu knabbern, richtig. Nur diese Erdnussflips. Und da traf es mich wie ein Schlag so. Du hast ewig keine Erdnussflips mehr gegessen. Du hast so Bock drauf. Ja, muss ich sagen. Super. War genau die richtige Entscheidung, ey. Das ist einfach geil gerade. Und jetzt noch eine schöne Spezi dazu aufmachen. Andere Leute, die keine Ahnung haben, würden wahrscheinlich Mezzomix sagen. Ah. Schon ist die Welt viel besser. Ah. Nee. Tut mir leid. Ich muss halt ganz ehrlich sagen, ich habe echt Schwierigkeiten inzwischen so sowas wie. Naja, ich sag's jetzt mal ganz ehrlich. Hallo Flatus Maximus. You can do it. Yes, I can. Because I am a can. Yeah. The big sloppy metal can called Iron Duke. That's what I am. A metal can. This beautiful poem was presented to you by somewhere. In German, woanders. Ja, tatsächlich mal gemacht. Das ist eine der ersten Episoden, da ist jemand eingeschaltet, der englischsprachig war. Your English sounds very funny. Are you from Mississippi? Nope, I'm from Germany actually. So yeah. Ja, The problem with English lessons in Germany is you, depending on the teacher, you get varying, what to say, varying, wie heißt das noch gleich? Yeah, varying dialects, yes, of English, so it's hard to learn one proper pronunciation. And when you are mostly self-taught like I am, for example, I watch very many, I would say, English videos on YouTube, or English speaking producers on YouTube, and so you kind of adapting their ways to speak, their pronunciations. But yeah, my funny English probably comes from the enjoyment of watching videos from Canadians, Americans, British people and Australians, so yeah. Not very surprising that my dialect is a little bit inconsistent throughout my words or speakings. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, I'm actually native German, so yeah. Why are you piloting a British battleship? Sacrilege. Yeah. Why do I am doing this? Maybe because the German Tier 9 battleship kinda sucks and I hate it, so I don't want to play it. And I don't like the American line either because they are way too slow up to Tier 7. And yeah, I really hate slow moving battleships. I actually hate the Iron Duke too. But I'm very interested in the Queen Elizabeth. So yeah, I'm very interested in the Queen Elizabeth, and I don't need much more points to get her, so I thought myself, why don't I go one more match with the Iron Duke? Potentially getting the needed XP, yes, XP, and buy myself a battleship that I actually like again. So yeah. Also, I already got the Japanese line on Yamato, so yeah. But I think that's very basic stuff. If you got a tier 10 battleship, it's probably your first battleship is Yamato. Just saying, yeah. There's so many Yamato drivers out there, and yeah, I have to say 90% of them don't actually know how the fuck they should play their Yamato. Sorry, Avia, wenn ich dir zu viel Englisch rede, dann kannst du es gerne sagen, ne? I'm actually pretty... what should I say? I'm actually... ah ja, Avia sagt gerade, er kann die Sprache. Very good, yeah. And I'm actually very excited about the French battleships, not because I want to play them, but because I don't know how they will play. So I'm very excited, positively excited for their quadruple turrets. Yeah, the agent in Congo was dream ship, really. I loved it. It's really impressive. Yeah, naval ship. Naval ship? I think probably every ship is naval, isn't it? Yeah, Fuso, I don't know. I actually like the Congo better. And I also got all the RP Congos except one. And I don't know which one I don't have. So yeah, I got 4 Congos in my port. I also want to have the That's actually my my aiming in the British tech tree is King George. I don't want to have any other battleship in the British line but the King George, because it's pretty much looks like gameplay from Scharnhorst or Gneisenau to me. These two are two of my most favorite battleships, yeah, in the game. So Gneisenau I tend to call the biggest destroyer in the game. Oh, I see. I didn't change the title of the video today. Well, yeah. Gneisenau is probably for me the biggest destroyer in the game. That's just a fact. You just got the perfect armor. If you got the extra hull, you also got a very, very potent medium to short range, or short range to medium range battleship. And also, yeah, you tend to learn the torpedo launching pattern of most players, so also torpedo launching habits of most players, so you can dodge them very easily and get close to your target, and yeah, wreck them with torps yourself. Yeah, I know what you mean. They are very hard to beat, that's right. Fuso really got a big punch of firepower on it. But you forget the New Mexico also got 12 guns, just like the Fuso. And I think it even got the bigger caliber of guns. So yeah, New Mexico also is a very potent ship on tier 6. But I don't like the gameplay of it, strangely enough. I enjoyed the Fuso good enough. I loved the Nagato and Amagi. Great ships. So I sound very wrong right now. Really impressive ships. I really loved Nagato, especially. So yeah, Amagi was long time my highest damaging ship, both in average and maximum damage, so yeah, I tend to enjoy it, kind of enjoyed it. Yeah, but New Mexico, I don't know what it is. It's just too slow. I think it's just too sluggish for me. I really like the a little bit more squishy but more agile Japanese battleships before the Americans. So yeah. And now, and overall I'm probably more of a cruiser player, because I got two tier 10 cruisers, the Zao and the Hindenburg. Yeah, and I really... Before I got the Zao, I wasn't sure what to think about it, but now I got it. Since a few weeks ago I earned it. I really have to say, this is one hell of a cruiser. The Zao, wow, the Zao takes everything. It's really amazing. Actually, it's my highest damaging ship now. Yeah. Yeah, also I can summon Godzilla with my Japanese ships. This is really easy. I just hit my sonar button twice and then, yeah, you got it, Godzilla. Just eating up ships alive. Yeah, Doka's English lesson, yeah. So, but back to the subject. In this match, we kind of dominate. Enemy team not really knowing what they do. You can see here in the north of the map we hunted down a few ships of them. That's because, yeah, it's one of my least favorable maps, because your teams start splitted on both sides. And key thing on this map, what many people tend to ignore or don't think about, is to join forces. Yeah, actually, ideally at your home spot, so you can defend it directly from the first people who spawn on the other side of the map from it, so they don't speed cap or what you want to call it. They don't stealth cap your home base. And then when you got those few people, just 2 or 3, you already got a big advantage in kill numbers. On the top screen you see here the still alive ships, and because we killed 2 or 3 of them before we actually engaged their main force in the south here from their home base, we got a massive kill advantage and so ship advantage overall. Yeah, very key on this map. I have 3 Russian cruisers. Yeah, Russian cruiser line is tends to be funny, I'd say. Sometimes I really enjoy them. They are very good. I would say if you play them correctly, every Russian cruiser got their perfect sweet spot. Not to say any of them are overpowered, except maybe the Kirov was. But now I feel it's in a very good spot with the French cruisers together in one place. And especially if you got some people who actually understood how to play the Furutaka, that evens out a little bit the advantage of the Kirov. Kirov is a very, very good tier 5 cruiser that if you know how to play Furutaka, you pretty easily destroy Kirov too. Yeah. The Kirov and Bajoni are like pocket battleship. Nah, I don't think so. They both got relatively weak armor, but the actual advantage of the Kirov is that it got a relative high caliber without the drawback of a longer reload time. So yeah, you get the normal cruiser reload on this tier with bigger guns, and that's the biggest advantage of the Kirov. The Bajoni, on the other hand, goes back to 152 millimeters of guns, 252 millimeters. Yeah, I think that it's you know what I say. Just like the Cleveland, yes. And the Cleveland, and that's probably why you say Bajoni is a very pocket battleship-ish. The Cleveland is a very, very strong ship on tier 6. And the Bajoni is kind of like the Cleveland, but without the AA guns. And 3 main guns less. So yeah, there you have it. The Russian programming team will adventure... Nah, that's not true. If you look closely to the Russian ships, if someone plays good in them, then because they know how these Russian ships want to be played, I see it very often because, or what to say, I looked at the Russian armor pattern of these ships, and they are made out of paper. They got nearly no armor at all, everywhere. Most ships of the Russian line is, yeah, you can actually, if you got IFHE on your shells, so yeah, the heavy HE shells, you can deal damage to the Russian cruisers almost everywhere on their hull except the Citadel belt. So because it's so extremely thin. So when I play any ship basically except destroyers, when I see a Russian cruiser I focus it immediately, not because it's a big threat, but it's cheap damage. They are pretty easy to destroy if you know your business. So my tip is just look up their armor pattern. They are not very impressive, really. Their main asset are their guns and their precision. They are pure sniper ships, but once they get in your reach, they are basically dead. So yeah. They do it in World of Tanks. I would... Nah, I mean, sometimes I play 1 or 2 matches in World of Tanks too, and I have to say there are some... I can't really say that. That's all... Some people tend to call it Russian bias with the developer studios, but... Nah. I think the biggest bias they have is towards the prices for the premiums. I mean, a tier 8 ship or tank in either game just costs as much as a AAA game, and really, people, that is insane. That's stupidly insane. I mean, when I invest that much money into this game, it's one thing because I got thousands and thousands of playing hours in this game. Really, I got something over 4,000 matches done. That's roughly, I would say, about thousands or 2,000 hours of playtime. That's 20 times more than I have at Battlefield with all expansions. So yeah, around 200 euros or dollars. Yeah, then I can say, okay, I buy myself a full price ship because I literally got 20 times more fun out of it than Battlefield. Yeah, but just for starters here, for example, Avia does not play that long. So does not play that long. Did not start that long ago. So, and he already bought a tier 8 premium ship. To be fair, it was around Christmas, so it was reduced. But it's still a huge investment for a game that you literally didn't play for long. So yeah. So we got 44k experience. We need 50k. And then we get this beauty of a ship, Queen Elizabeth. How fast it is. 22 knots. 22.3 knots. Wow, that is slower than my current ship. Oh god, oh god, I don't know what to say about it. I hope to get a little bit more interesting ship, but this actually is slower than at least it got 381mm guns, so some impressive firepower for this tier at least. Dasha's more willing to date a player that uses Russian ships. For those who don't know, Dasha is the lovely woman who presents the updates, the bigger updates for World of Warships anyway, on a regular basis in a sweet little, what should I call it, news format from World of Warships. Yeah, and I think, yeah, nobody needs to expect to date her anytime soon, so I don't give a shit what kind of captain she would date. So yeah, I'm very sorry about that, but I mean, as I said, very lovely, but I don't fantasize anything about her. So let's keep it like that. So yeah. Oh, Avia is already ready again. Yeah, Alabama. Sweet little ship, just like the North Carolina, but a little bit more compact. And thus a smaller target, and in my eyes, a little bit of a survivability advantage over the North Carolina, with just about the same AA or just as good AA, and well, slightly worse guns. Yeah, and yeah, I actually do I want to play this? Yeah, why not? Z23, as the Germans tend to call it. Can we start? Yes, we can start. Go. Yep. Z23. I'm yes, a very. This is a funny ship. Z23. Because it actually does not play like most destroyers in this game. This is more like a supportive role of a destroyer. You actually want to be in the second line of defense because your visibility is the worst. Yes. It's just the worst. In this match, when I look at the enemy team, yeah, I don't think I want to go anywhere close a cap anytime soon, because they will outspot me every time. Yeah, even if the Ognivoy was in the enemy team, even the Ognivoy would outspot me, and that's saying something. Avia is going A, so we follow, because I don't want to go alone. I want someone who can give me some very heavy fire support. And excuse me to say that, but very heavy fire support is exactly what the Americans tend to do best. Also, A is quite open. That sounds like suicide for most destroyers, I'd say, but actually, when I look at this matchup, we got a bit of advantage because the only radaring ships are potentially Atlanta, Missouri, and maybe, if you're, don't know, if you're nuts, Edinburgh. Counterplay Edinburgh. Counterplay Edinburgh is suicidal. I actually tried it myself for, I don't know, 10 games or something like that. And you can have some success with that. But 8 out of 10 games are just fucking nightmare. That's what I say to this. So yeah, I don't expect the Edinburgh to have a radar. I think the Atlanta is not stupid enough to go onto an open area with its squishy hull. I actually think the Atlanta is around B, capturing it. And the Missouri is hopefully something like an AFK sniping BB on the last line of defense, somewhere around I or something. I on this line, and even better, it's just on the other side of the map. Yeah, that's actually the best thing for me, because I am quite confident now that that no radar ship is around here. Yeah, destroyers are actually very special, I would say. It is one of the more harder challenges to play a destroyer very well than it is, for example, to play a battleship very well. Actually, I see many battleship players. If you see a hardcore or tryhard battleship player play a cruiser, tryhard is the wrong word, a hardcore battleship player, someone who actually really hates to play anything else than battleships, and they play a cruiser, you see them failing miserably every single time, because oftentimes they forget that they don't have the armor of a battleship anymore, and that is also their problem with destroyers. They forget that their main asset is to be stealth, and yeah, throwing that advantage away. You don't fire your guns with a destroyer unless you're already seen. So yeah. But at the same time, I see many dedicated destroyer drivers, as a cruiser player like myself, tend to forget that they have main battery guns. So yeah, and that's one thing I want to say: don't forget your guns. Really, don't forget your guns in this destroyer. This is so important to your survival overall. That I can just look. I killed something over the half of the HP of this Akatsuki, even though I didn't have the spot advantage, and I didn't have the maneuverability advantage, nor the torpedo advantage. Yeah. And I still did somewhat over, yeah, let's say 60-70% of the health away Because I didn't forget about my main guns. I actually used them. Oh yeah. Don't forget your main guns on a destroyer. They are important. Even if your main guns are garbage, like this Japanese destroyer's main guns, they are still better than not shooting at all. And I don't want to leave the circle, but it's too late. Damn it. The battleships are my best ship. I like them big, fat, and big and fat, like my woman. Yeah, that's what you said. She said it's the wrong thing. Yeah, yeah. No. Yeah, just saying. I really like battleships too. But yeah, one big advantage that you have when you regularly play cruisers or mainly play cruisers on this is going to turn on the beats, please. One main advantage you get from playing cruisers is you tend to get a hang of playing with your WASD, as you would call it, a WASD hack, when enemy battleships firing at you, increasing your survivability and thus being more of a pain in the ass for the enemy team. Even Yamato, and that's why I say 90% of Yamato players don't know how to play the Yamato. Even Yamato can, to an extent, dodge some shells and increase its survivability. Yeah. Doesn't happen that often. That's why so many people are crying about their Yamato being constantly citadel. Yeah, that's because you're showing flank, because you don't know how to drive your ship. Or what is your armor on your ship. For example, Yamato got the thickest citadel armor, yes, but the worst belt armor of all belt armor overall of all tier 10 battleships. So yo, you don't want to show any broadside at any time. Use your 2 front turrets of the Yamato if necessary, because this one turret in the back won't deal any much more damage. I mean, you got 460 millimeter turrets, guns, not turrets. 6 of them basically deletes any cruiser in the game if your salvo was good. If your salvo wasn't good, 3 additional shots wouldn't matter anyway. So please keep your flank somewhat not exposed and use your 6 front guns on the Yamato before you try to do some, I don't know, maximum efficiency broadsides with all 9 guns and yeah, get a triple citadel from a Bismarck as a result. And I know that's possible because I did it on with the Bismarck on a Yamato. It's possible. And it's way too easy. So, not to say that I'm the best player in the world, I'm actually quite surely not. But I try to get to hang of my ships before I try to give some people tips on how to play them. And yeah, I'm actually still in a learning curve for the Z23 or Z23. That's why I can't really give you the ultimate tip how to play it, other than use your fucking main guns. Because you got big main guns, use them. But only use them when you're already spotted. Don't try to be a hero and charge in guns blazing. They are still just 150 millimeters. And on tier 8, nobody cries 150 millimeters except you are Mogami and got 15 of them. But you are not Mogami. You got 4 of them. That's basically nothing. Actually, got a really fun time doing this in English today. Really, I didn't expect this. Oh yeah, and I see. I look on my clock here, and I have to say, just as I said, I wanted to end it earlier today. So yeah, this is the last match actually. So if this match goes to an end, I will stop the stream. Before I stop the stream, I would like to say thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this and actually speak in German and not English, you are kindly invited to look in the video description for the World of Warships playlist. Ouch. And take yourself some time, some good time, to see some good ship sinking action stuff. Yes. That's exactly what I meant to say. And yeah, make yourself a great day. Also, you can actually check out the channel and see if there's something different you like to enjoy. And I am spotted by a radar that only can be emitted by Missouri, and I hate Missouri for that. Also, I taught Missouri just for that. Yes. Ouch. I'm dead. Ah, I topped Lion for that. Nice. Not Lion and Missouri. So yeah, my damage is actually higher than I thought it would be after being detected by 2 or more raiders. But we captured a point, we helped with another one, and our team currently gets their ass kicked. But we got the destroy advantage. Never forget the destroy advantage. Very important in this game, because if the enemy does not have any destroyers left, they're at a great disadvantage, because they can't spot just as easily as your team does with a fast spotting ship, and they are under the constant threat of massive torpedo salvos, so they tend to play a little bit more safe and thus passive, and yeah, there you see a charging Tirpitz. And this is why you not go in a brawl with the Tirpitz, because Tirpitz just, well, kicks ass in close combat. Even if you're Bismarck, don't try to challenge Tirpitz in a brawl. It's, yeah, stupid is not the right word for this. You probably shouldn't reproduce if you try to charge Tirpitz in a close brawl. Except you're Tirpitz yourself, or you got torpedoes en masse. Which basically means you're Tirpitz, because every other ship would die before it comes into torpedo range. Except for Japanese destroyers. They probably can talk them quite good. Yeah. Good dinner, actually not. I already have eaten, but I need to do some work for tomorrow. Or breakfast, or something. I don't know. I don't have any knowledge about the time zone you're living in, and you probably not about my. Oh yeah, you do. I'm in Germany, so yeah. Bang. Was this stupid or was this genius? I can't tell. It probably was genius. Nah. You probably costed him more money than he did you, because you got a premium ship, and premium ship repair is not as expensive as not premium ship repair. Plus, he wasted a rare and very good camo on the ship just for it being rammed full HP. Which is, yeah, not the greatest thing in the world. Well, I think these Edinburgh, or whatever you want to call it, had its best days. Yes, this is what North Carolina does to cruisers, because North Carolina got the god tier precision. Even better than Iowa. which is kind of depressing for Iowa players because they have nothing going for their ship except slightly better AA and yeah, worse survivability because bigger ship and worse guns, a little bit, just a little bit worse guns. And slightly better AEA doesn't cut the edge in this case because aircraft carrier planes actually get a huge buff between tier 8 and 9. So yeah, you got North Carolina AA basically with some little extra ball force, and yeah, they don't deal any fucking damage against these tier 9 and tier 10 planes you're facing with Iowa and Missouri. Yeah. So yeah, you still can shoot them down, but North Carolina can just as well. So yeah, why do you have a bigger ship? Because reasons. So, yeah. Because you like to get hit by German battleships easier. That's probably the reason. Eating some of these sweet, sweet German Kruppstahlkugeln. Wow. Still alive, huh? As I said, when this match is over, which is probably the sinking of the Missouri, yeah, I will end the stream at the same time. Yeah, it's the end of the stream, after all. Thank you for watching again. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you tomorrow again. Is the stream tomorrow also in English? I don't know. Oh fuck. That's not good. But the Missouri won't win. We probably will lose in points. And these torpedoes will miss big time. I guess. Yes, yes. They will miss. The Missouri still can win if Kagero is stupid enough to try to charge him. And even if he does not charge, if the radar is out of cooler, is up again, the Missouri get quite a good chance to win this. This would be not that good. Yeah, he has no clue where the Kagero is, so he's driving just in circles to avoid any torpedoes. Probably the best he can do if he doesn't have an online radar. I'm not that sure what the Missouri is doing. Oh, uh-oh. Looks like radar. Does not look like radar. Does look like he's going to try to cap something. Give him a brand. Give him a burn or fire. When you want to give him a brand, you can actually give him a Cappy from New York or something. That would giving him a brand be, or like a cow, a marking from a cow, also a brand. That's why a brand is called a brand, so you know who it belongs to. Yeah, well, now the Missouri is getting some extra points for trying to cap something. So yeah, he's making the best out of this match for himself. And he won't get hit by any of these new torpedoes. And if, I'm very sorry. Oh my god. Oh my god. You actually got hit. This would anger me so much. Just a second before the match would would have ended anyway. So yeah, overall, I was pretty bad, as they tend to be in destroyers, except for Akitsuki and Shiratsu. But that's a story for another day. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again anytime soon. As you like, I'm streaming tomorrow again at the same time, like today, World of Warships here, woanders, or in English, anywhere. And yeah, the day after tomorrow, which kind of sounds catastrophic to me. I'm streaming World of Warships 2, and on Friday night I play Space Engineers live on my little tiny whiny server. But this server got a whitelist, so yeah, you need to inform yourself how to get on this server, which is pretty easy. But anyway, I said that was it for today, and that was it for today. And as a real Hamburger tends to say, Tschüss, auf Wiedersehen und gute Nacht. Or in English, bye, see you soon, and good night. Yes. Ciao.